everybody, welcome to Aspirants Hub and welcome to the series called The Answer Behind the Rank, where we are learning objective parameters with respect to answer writing. Today, we are on the sixth video of the series where we will quickly see how to improve presentation of our answers. Okay, so you have to understand one thing that working on presentation serves two purposes. First is it will enhance the readability of your answers, that is, it will make your paper look more neat and clean. First thing. Second thing, it will enhance the visual appeal of your paper. Okay, apart from neat and clean, your paper will also start looking beautiful. Okay, in very very simple words. Now talking about the first thing is we'll first talk about the readability aspects and talking about the heading. Let us say this is your paper and this is your heading. Okay, so what you will do is always put your heading in a box like this. Okay, this is one way. Second, what you will do is, this is one more way. You will just draw two lines, one above and one below, and below that you will start writing 1 2 3 4. So this is the second way of representing your heading. Okay, now talking about your subheading. So there are two ways, there are multiple ways, in which you can do. These are very very small things, but still I felt this issue when I was writing my mains for the first time. There were so many things to do, right? I did not know, so you might feel like, what am I telling? But yes, I faced this issue. Like, when I used to write headings, I would not put it in the box, I would just underline it. And then when I saw a lot of topper copies, I realized how answers have to be written. So I don't want anyone to, go and do that research, spend a lot of time and all those things. So I will quickly talk about these things so that you get an idea, and please try and incorporate them in your answers. Okay, so if you have a subheading, you either underline it one line, or you put double lines like this. Okay, please do these small small things. You might feel, oh, these are small things, how is it adding value to my answers? But it will, make your paper look neat, clean. That will add value to your answer. Okay, so please understand. Next is while writing pointers. So this is how you write. Like, if you have a main pointer 1 2 3 4, and then if you have sub pointers underneath, so always leave some space, like indenting, proper indenting, and then you start writing your sub pointers. And different types of bullets can be used. Here is an image, please pause and have a look at it. See, I have not randomly put these things here. I have seen them in the topper copies, how toppers write their answers, how they represent their pointers, and only after studying them I have incorporated all these things. Okay, so whatever toppers do in their answers, do in their answer copies, so everything you will have in this video series. So make sure that you follow it very very diligently. Then while talking about examples, you can write your examples with, like, the word example in a circle, in a box, in a triangle like this. If you see Shruti Sharma ma'am's answer copy, AIR1, I think 2021, so she used to write her answers like this. I mean, examples, wherever she wanted to state examples, she used to draw a triangle like this. You can put them in round bracket as well. Then underlining of keywords, always make sure whatever keywords are there, please underline them, very very important. And wherever necessary in the answers, you can, see here, this is a value addition pointer, Shirurmat case, so sir has put it in a box. This is AIR1, Aditya Srivastav sir, AIR1 2022, his copy. Okay, so please pause and go through this, very very simple. Now moving to the second part, talking about the visual appeal. So I think there are around 20 to 22 visual diagrams like this, which you can use them in your answers. So most of this I have taken from Utkarsh Ujwal sir, I think AIR 61 2022 or 68, I'm not sure. Utkarsh Ujwal sir, you can go and have a look at it. See, whatever is there in that PDF, I've incorporated it. So you can just pause this video and make a note of these things. Sir had shared one PDF on his Telegram channel only, I've taken it from there. So if you want to explain some process, so you have this linear process diagram, a horizontal process diagram, then you have a circular process diagram. If you want to explain some timeline, you can use this. We've seen this in our history books as well, right? Then you have different types of hub and spokes diagram. Okay, Then you have a tree diagram. Let us say you have a question on, like, applications of AI in science and tech. So you write AI as the main topic, then here you write education, here you write agriculture, here you write health, and beneath that you write your pointers and examples. Then you have this pyramid or hierarchy, maybe healthcare system in India, primary, secondary, tertiary. For all that you can use this. And then you have a temple and institutional diagram. Let us say, we have Ayushman Bharat digital mission, and what are the components of that mission. So pillar 1, pillar 2, pillar 3, you can mention the components. Then you have a interconnected network. Okay, for example, if there is a simple diagram on rock cycle, right? So you can, it is very easy, you cannot draw all those things. So very easy representation is to make such diagrams. Okay, then you have these comparison tables and this boxed content. Again, you can use it in n number of ways. Just use your mind. The creative aspect will flow out. Okay, then talking about positives and negatives of a topic. Then you have again different types of hub and spokes diagram. If you have three dimensions, then draw a triangle, draw a pentagon. For five, for six, you will draw a hexagon. And this also, like, if you have a topic and then you have three dimensions, so a pie chart with three, segments, and then a pie chart with four segments. So you will draw all of these things depending on the number of pointers you have. Okay, so we are done with this video. I hope this video helps you. If there are any doubts, please post it in the comments below and I will answer them. Thank you so much. All the very best.